I just wanted to let people know that if you live in the southern hemisphere or if you're born there and you're trying to do natal charts in these websites and things, they're giving you the wrong calculations. Because in the northern hemisphere, for example, what you're looking at on my screen is the summer solstice from where I live. I live in Oregon. So if you were to change my location to a place below the equator, we'll use Australia. The sun is going to appear to be in the same place, right? So people are going to tell you, oh, you're this would be a Cancer sun. How is it a Cancer sun? Does 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 Cancer represent wintertime? Is Cancer cardinal winter phase? Is it cardinal Earth? No, it's not. It's cardinal water. It's cardinal phase of summertime. So how can you tell me that if you're in the southern hemisphere and you're born on this day, that you're going to be a Cancer? You see, the the constellations, the signs, and they're all supposed to be aligned with the seasons. That's how astrology works. It's an alignment with nature and cycles of nature. So you have to understand that just because the sun appears to be in a constellation, that does not mean that it's going to be that like you don't apply Cancer energy to your sun just because when you're looking at the sky, the sun is in the physical constellation that you know as Cancer. Because guess what? Cancer is now shifted. Okay? Cancer it's in a different position than it used to be. Cancer is now in the fixed position of summertime where Leo used to be. Okay? So the constellations are always moving, but these spaces that you see, these 12 energy spaces, these are permanent. They don't move. They're stuck. So just because this is appearing to be in the same constellation, it is not the same space. This is all about where you're viewing from, your viewpoint. This is not this is not the fourth sign or the fourth space. Okay? This is this is I guess if I have to say it, Capricorn energy, but I don't even like to say that anymore because people are so like attached to that Capricorn constellation, that sign, that they can't get past that. The signs are just symbols. They're things we created. They're imaginary. You can create a constellation into whatever you want it to be, as long as you have um, like enough like as long as it can resemble whatever you're trying to make enough. I mean, of course there's certain things that you can't make out of certain stars, but you get what I'm saying. You can make something to symbolize anything you want. These are just stars. These are not set things. They're created. They're imaginary, so they don't really mean shit. All they are is a reference of energy for us, a thing we can look at to understand the energy better as humans. Okay? It gives us a symbol to relate to in some way, something to relate to in nature, something to relate to about ourselves. Okay? So these spaces are not going to change. The sun right now in Australia right now, what you're looking at is in the 10th space, not the 4th space. This is Capricorn, if you want to call it that. Okay? So you cannot be a Cancer when the sun is going into the 10th space. Okay? You cannot tell me that the 10th space is Cancer, is cardinal or Yeah, it's like that cardinal summer energy. Of course, now, Cancer shifted over. But as far as I just have to kind of talk in tropical terms a little bit so people will get this. This is a 10th space where Capricorn was born in, basically. The energy of that space is what we created. That is how we created that symbol Capricorn. So pretty much, if you're in the southern hemisphere and you make a natal chart, it's going to give you a backwards chart. You can either keep your chart like that and then just read it backwards, which might be kind of a pain in the ass, but it's going to work. It's going to work. Um, it's just a little bit more effort, but way less people live in the south. Astrology is from the north, and you can't just you can't just do that. That doesn't work. That fucks everything up. That fucks everything up. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that. This right here, fourth space in the southern hemisphere, that same day, wherever you want to put it, below the equator, wherever. This is the 10th space. This is winter. This is the beginning of winter time. Okay? So I hope that makes sense, and thank you for watching. Peace!